I'm gonna need y'all to like the video. Comment if you want, but turn your post notifications on so you know the next time I drop.
Sister Kendra G, she made a goddamn fool out of herself.
Today, I'm gonna give a gift to Corey Holcomb. Oh, Corey Holcomb, you're going out sad, baby. You are going out sad. But this is my gift to you because I know this is what you wanted. Because this is how you pay your bills, off of content from the internet. And it's just so sad because, you know, we just had so much high hopes from you. Like, you could have been in the list of Chicago comedian legends that came to LA and did big things. Look at Lil Rel. Oh, the career is just going up and up. Late night talk shows, movies. Deon Cole, Chicago legend, just hosted the Image Awards, countless TV shows, working with Oprah in movies. DeRay Davis, oh, the resume is too long for me to even say in this conversation. Countless TV shows, tours around the world. Then we have Corey Holcomb, a Chicago YouTuber. You could have stayed in Chicago for this shit. I mean, you didn't have to move to California to be a YouTuber, Corey. Now, I really thought long and hard before doing this video because I know this is what you want because this is how you pay your bills. And I know giving you attention indirectly helps you because it gives you content to talk about, but that's why I'm calling this video my gift to you. This will help you pay your mortgage next month, okay? Okay, let's get into it. Now, recently, Corey Holcomb tried to break down my Tamron Hall interview on his show, but he tried to slander my name on purpose, intentionally, by presenting the Tamron Hall interview I did in a wrong manner. Okay, Tamron Hall personally invited me on her show to break down different dating trends and different dating styles. Tamron Hall says at the top of the show, I'm gonna go to these two women, me and another young lady, to break down different dating trends and styles.
Now, I watched that video and I think Corey Holcomb is in the wrong. I see why she's mad at him. I think she has a right. I don't even think I seen the whole Corey Holcomb video. I think I just seen a small part of what he said, but I thought that was a great interview. I think that the only thing that I can see wrong with what she said was Tamron Hall asked her directly. So thousands of women call in and she said, yeah, and you're single? And she said, yeah, that right there, embarrassing. Or I got a roster, the roster comment. I think that was embarrassing. But the interview in a whole, I say that she was being objective in her thought and giving a perspective of the mindset of the average woman that she comes into contact with. That's all she was doing. She wasn't saying that she agreed with it. And oftentimes enough, she said that she don't agree with it.
Take a look.
Okay, so my team found 2025's most talked about dating trends and catchphrases. These ladies are going to break it down. I gave you some of them at the beginning of the show, so don't feel badly if you've never heard of them, because I'd never heard of them either.
The first one that Tamron Hall does is called future proofing, and she asked me directly, Kendra G, to break it down. Take a listen.
And I didn't look them up because I want to know how you define them. Future proofing.
Yes.
Kendra.
Oh, you got to have a job. You have to have an ambition that's going to go somewhere for sure. I want to see W-2 forms. I want to see success records. I want to meet your mama. I want to know where you live. Is it in your name? And I'm talking from the woman's perspective.
Yeah.
So they're like, I don't want to make you be already made. I don't got clay. I'm not magic.
But guys don't want that either.
There, she said it. I'm talking from a woman's perspective. She's saying I'm not talking from my own perspective. I don't believe these things. I'm letting you know that this is from the woman's perspective.
They don't want to make us.
Well, true, but the thing with guys...
And they don't want a broke lady.
Well, no, I don't know, though. Some men...
Guys, I'm speaking...
I don't think men want a broke lady, but they also don't want a lady that's going to be too expensive. You know, wigs is $2,000. Lashes is $300.
Okay,
you know, shoes is $1,000.
Are you easing into high maintenance?
Yes, well, I think that, yeah, that's real high.
And you're owning, so 2025 people are owning the high maintenance?
Well, women feel like this is what I do for myself, so a man has to be able to do the same or more.
Why can't you keep doing it for yourself?
I agree with you, Tamron, but they're like, why if you here? If a man is here, why am I
But you're not here for my wigs.
But they're feeling like this. Okay, I'm showing up for you. I'm giving you my energy. I am in your presence. You should pay for this. Now, I'm not saying I agree with
Wait a minute.
Controversial.
This is getting spicy in here.
But I want you.
See, that got lost there too. She said it. I'm not saying that I agree with it. You want to bash on her, but the truth got to stand reign supreme. I don't care. It is what it is.
Tamron, because I got my own money.
Don't back up now.
Now, Corey Holcomb takes a portion of that interview and he intentionally makes edits to make it appear that I'm talking about myself, opposed to answering the question of what is future proofing. Take a look.
I'm going to get in trouble for this, but I don't care. It's too funny. I had to say something about it. I want to talk about the sister Kendra G. She's a girl who used to do radio in Chicago that I met on the radio in Chicago. And I think she really flopped when she went on this show with Tamron Hall. And I'm going to just play the clip first and let people watch. They might see what I'm talking about. So can we play that clip? Yeah. All right, give it to me.
Just speaking because I heard you say
I don't think men want a broke lady, but they also don't want a lady that's going to be too expensive. You know, wigs is $2,000, lashes is $300.
Okay,
So
are you easing into high maintenance?
Yes, well, I think that, yeah, that's real high.
And you're owning, so 2025 people are owning the high maintenance?
Well, women feel like this is what I do for myself, so a man has to be able to do the same or more.
Why can't you keep doing it for yourself?
I agree. Why, if you here? If a man is here, why am I?
But you're not here for my wigs.
But they're feeling like this. Okay, I'm showing up for you. I'm giving you my energy. I am in your presence. You should pay for this. Now,
I just speaking because I heard.
Stop.
That's crazy.
She made a goddamn fool out of herself.
now, if you watch the interview back, you will see that there's a moment when Tamron says, well, why can't, the woman just pay for the wigs herself? I said, I agree with you, Tamron. What I do for myself, so a man has to be able to do the same or more.
Why can't you keep doing it for yourself?
I agree with you, Tamron, but they're like, why if you here? Well, in order for Corey to drive this narrative.
That's exactly what I said when I saw the interview. I thought it was a great interview. It goes to show you how people just spin things to make her look like a villain. And I'm impartial. I'm not the type of person that leans either or, because I don't believe in being tribalistic and I don't believe in group think. I like to think for myself, and I encourage everybody else to think for themselves, because if we have a whole bunch of thinkers around here, then we having some progress. The video I saw, that video she played, I think I saw that first video. That's why I was like, man, here she go with that bullshit. What set it off for me is how she started it. But if you really watch the interview in its entirety, which I did, and I reacted to it, it was a good interview. I think people are looking to make her such a villain or make her wrong so much, and they get in that tribalistic mindset that they're doing bullshit like that just to create talking points so that we could be like, see, look at her on the same bullshit. I honestly think that Kendra G, through the conversations of a lot of these women, has grown tremendously just based off of where we were introduced to her with. I got introduced a little bit through Corey Holcomb because he did that show, that one interview with them, and then through Kevin Samuels. Watching her perspective from her time when she met Kevin Samuels to her doing her own thing, her talking points are starting to line up with Kevin Samuels. She's about to become the new Kevin Samuels because she seems like she was just ignorant at the time, and now she's come to the realization like, damn, we are asking too much.
He edited that one key part out. I feel like this is what I do for myself, so a man has to be able to do the same or more.
Why can't you keep doing it for yourself?
I agree. Why if you here? If a man is here, why am I?
But you're not here for my wigs.
Because had he kept that in the interview, he would have revealed I was never talking about myself. Baby, I got enough money to take care of myself. I'm so thankful to God that I don't need no man to live the way that I want to live in this world. I am a blessed woman, okay? Very blessed and very grateful. I can buy my own wigs, my own lashes, my own shoes. I can do whatever I want to do and happy to do so.
See, that I think this is the part they get lost on men, because all that shit she's saying sound like a big ass dog whistle. I don't need no man. Yeah. But you like one of a small amount that can actually live like that. That's number one. But secondly, that dog whistle of I don't need a man, most women need their men. So that's what that sounds like. You up to your old ways, but.
So to try to paint the narrative that I said a man has to do that to be in my presence is just a lie. Now here's another really funny moment because see, Corey Holcomb thought the joke was on me. Whole time the joke is on you. Because there's also a moment in that interview when Tamron says, well, a man doesn't want a broke woman.
They don't want that either. They don't want to make us.
Well, true, but the thing with guys...
And they don't want a broke lady.
Well, no, I don't know though. Some men...
Guys, I'm speaking...
And I said, well, I took a moment. Because actually, Corey, you came to mind. You are on record saying you only date women who are in poverty-stricken situations because you can control them. They can afford to leave you. You represent men who prey on women who are less fortunate. These are words that you have said out of your own mouth.
He was just joking. I think that what he was trying to say in a less eloquent way was it's instinctive of a man to want to raise a woman up versus be on equal terms with a woman, because you get to show her new things, and that's kind of part of the joy of being a man, is to give her that Cinderella treatment. Now, she was being honest when she said, nah, actually, typically, men don't really care about your money. She understands that now. She had that argument with Kevin Samuels, which was embarrassing. I still haven't heard her apologize about that. I would love to hear her apologize to Kevin Samuels. That would be amazing. Maybe it's out there and I just haven't seen it.
Curious to know this. You keep mentioning women in poverty. Why? Like, what's your admiration?
Well, I'm older now. I'm not as young as I used to be. So, women in poverty, I can control them better. A girl who can't afford to say, fuck you, Corey, I'm gone. She just can't afford to do it. So, I take advantage of that. Now, that might be wrong, but her poverty and my needs, most of the time, it even out. I don't really need a lot of their time. And they don't tell me to fuck off because they know when I come over, their children can get some...
Hold up, God damn.
Some outlet Jordans. Girls in poverty, because they have a deficiency. Poverty is a deficiency out here in America. I can fix your little deficiency if you do what I want you to do. I think it's an even exchange.
Another moment from the Corey Holcomb interview I want to break down. This was the part that had me laughing the most. Now, he proceeds to talk about my attraction level, and he says that Tamron Hall is a bad woman, and I agree. Tamron Hall is extremely beautiful. But I, on the other hand, am not as attractive.
I want to tell Kendra G something that she really needs to stop pretending about this as well. Tamron Hall is a bad.
Super bad.
Her problems ain't your problems. Kendra, if a motherfucker wake up arguing with you, you're gonna be like, get your monkey ass out my face. It's a difference. You know what I'm saying?
Now that doesn't bother me.
That was funny. And he kind of has a point. You know, your looks don't go as far as her looks. I haven't seen her in person, but I can imagine she probably bad as
Man, you could call me a 0. It would not hurt my feelings, okay? You could call me a -5. I would not care because who's ever judging me, I don't want you back. So we have a match. You don't want me, I don't want you. But the reason why it's funny for Corey Holcomb to say that, Corey Holcomb is on record trying to holler at me for years. I have receipts. I have public receipts. Actually, Corey Holcomb was on my dating show trying to holler at me. Are you kidding me?
Because Corey is a low-hanging fruit type of nigga, and he perceive you as low-hanging fruit, and he's willing to wait around as long as it takes. He don't want to do too much work. He just waiting to wear you down. He don't want nothing serious. He's trying to wait you out to the point of where you come to the realization you ain't worth as much as you think you worth, but he's still willing to buy it. They don't care how cheap it. He waiting for that price to go down as long as you want it to go down. That's what he doing. So you can't really take it for what you think that it is, because he not trying to holler at you to marry you. He trying to holler at you so he can fuck, so he can just nail that down. I hate to say it like that, but I'm just giving it to you the real because I don't want you to put too much stock into him hollering at you because it ain't that deep. I'm sure of it.
Are you kidding me?
But what's up with you?
I'm not available, Corey, but you and I are not a good. This is not I would ever date a person like you, Corey.
Why? What you looking for? No,
I'm gonna invite you to my wedding, Corey.
I wouldn't go because I'll be trying to flirt with you when he go to the bathroom.
See, he look at her as low hanging fruit. Lions, they don't go after a healthy zebra. They swarm around the little sickly ones that's about to, depart. The ones that can't run as fast. They don't want to do too much work. That's what Corey doing. That's how he perceive you. He waiting for her to come to the realization that she gonna be alone for the rest of her life. Once she comes to that realization, she also gonna realize that he all she got, unless she is just super stubborn and would rather die alone than deal with Corey bullshit. That's what he waiting on. That's what he banking on. I'm telling you. Cause she gonna have to come to that realization. She's starting to come there now where she's gonna realize that you ain't got no kids and you ain't got no man. So this you gonna get you gonna get real desperate real soon, and sure enough, Corey gonna be there waiting. I could just see it. He don't give a fuck about her for real. But let's keep going.
You got a boyfriend?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, I gotta wait this out again. One of these years, I'm gonna get you.
I was single for a very long time.
I'll be tricking too.
You do?
I'm a trick. I see the struggle in him. That's what
I told you, he trying to wait it out. That's all he do. He just trying to wait her out. She a stubborn one. But eventually, I don't know if he's still on it. I don't know if he's still on it. He might have moved on. But eventually, she gonna get wore down. And it's gonna happen. He know, cause he's still Corey Holcomb. He not just like some average nigga. So, as much as she trying to downplay him right now like he average, he's still Corey Holcomb.
I chase strugglers.
All right, Corey Holcomb is hanging out with us.
I chase strugglers. Why would I chase a girl? Look, you got a job. You see how hard it is for me to get with you?
You got a job.
I've been trying to smash her since I saw her, but it just...
Never
Hey, yo!
All them radio girls, when they lose their radio job, I get them.
No, you won't get me ever.
10 years from now,
No, 10 years
you
from now.
belong to me.
Corey Holcomb in the studio, Chicago. We are coming right.
She might be stubborn, like I said. And this might have pissed her off where there ain't no chance now. Now, she might be like, man, because women are like that. They will die stubborn. You know what I mean? They will die on what they want. So she might be that type. I can see it. But that's what he was doing. He like low-hanging fruit. Like, that's the type of nigga he is. He a low-hanging fruit type of nigga. If he don't see no value in the chase, he not, he ain't doing it. He like his nice and easy.
You know what? Let me break down the last interview I just played, because in that interview, Corey says out of his own mouth, he's been trying to have sex with me for years. But because I have a job, I won't go. But one day I'll lose my radio job and then I will belong to him. Well,
you think way too highly of yourselves. Way too highly. You think that your career matters and it don't. You just not got on the wave of saying, damn, money don't matter. They don't care about it.
let me talk about the facts. I didn't lose my radio job. I actually quit my radio job. That is when the Kendra G hate began from Corey. I've been hosting my dating show for 5 years. I just showed you Corey Holcomb was once on my show. No one cared. No one cared about my little old dating show when it was just on Instagram. But as I grew, the jealousy, the envy for my success grew. In the beginning of this, I said, this is my gift to Corey Holcomb, because I know in the end this really works in his favor, because he's only relevant when relevant people speak about him, which he knows how to make money off of content. So that's why this is your gift. But Corey, I just gotta be honest with you. I know you're the comedian, but you're also the joke. Only people who are miserable follow your page because misery loves company. Anybody with any sense, anybody with any merit, they are praying that their daughters never date a man like you. They are praying that their sons never grow up to be sad and a loser like you. You literally are the joke. And it's actually really sad. You could have been so much more successful, like a DeRay, a Lil Rel, Oh my God, Deon Cole, but you will never reach their heights. You are a YouTuber. The end.
Or you might have fucked that pussy up, bruh. You might have went too far. And you know you do it all the time. You might have fucked that pussy up, boy. I'm gonna need y'all to like the video. Comment if you want, but turn your post notifications on so you know the next time I drop.